So today, my name is Ananya Shukla and today I am going to tell you about the project that I have made for my web engineering course. So I have just created a website on the topic Bhagavad Gita. So I'll just go through it with you. So this is the code part. So I have used HTML, CSS, JavaScript for the front end, and I have used PHP, XAMPP for the back end. So I'll just go through it. I'll just open local host slash Gita with you guys. So this is the front page of my project. So here's the introduction about the Bhagavad Gita. What is Bhagavad Gita and all the introduction, basic information that you should know about Bhagavad Gita. And there are photos which depict some knowledge that you should know about Bhagavad Gita, about the incidents that happened back then. So you can just hover about it and just get to know the information about the photograph, about each photograph, like about it as well and about this as well. You can just read it. And then there are 18 chapters in Bhagavad Gita, so there are each chapters of Bhagavad Gita mentioned over here. So you can just click on any of them and just get verses or the shlok inside them in Hindi, Sanskrit and English. So first we'll go with Sanskrit. So this is the Sanskrit shlok. So we'll just
धृतराष्ट्र उवाच धर्मक्षेत्रे कुरुक्षेत्रे समवेता युयुत्सवः माम काह पांडवाश्चैव किम कुर्वत संजय run.
So this was the Sanskrit one. Now we'll just go with the Hindi. This is the Hindi. So
धृतराष्ट्र बोले, हे संजय, धर्म भूमि कुरुक्षेत्र में युद्ध की इच्छा से एकत्रित हुए मेरे और पांडु के पुत्रों ने क्या किया?
Now this is the same in English.
Dhritarashtra said, O Sanjaya, what did my sons and the sons of Pandu do when they assembled on the sacred battlefield of Kurukshetra, eager to fight?
Now this is the explanation.
This verse is the opening line of the Bhagavad Gita, setting the stage for the conversation. Dhritarashtra's concern. King Dhritarashtra, who is blind, asks his charioteer Sanjaya about the battle. Being physically blind, he is also symbolically blind in his attachment to his sons, the Kauravas. Dharmakshetra, the field of righteousness. Kurukshetra is not just a battleground but a sacred land, implying that dharma, righteousness, will prevail. Dhritarashtra's question subtly hints at his fear. Will his sons, who stand for adharma, unrighteousness, succeed in this holy place? Partiality in words. He refers to the Kauravas as Mamka, my sons, and the Pandavas as Pandava, sons of Pandu, showing his attachment and bias. This verse introduces the key themes of the Gita, dharma, duty, and righteousness, which Krishna will later explain to Arjuna.
So this was the first chapter's first shlok. Now you can just go through each chapter's first shlok with some important and chapters or shloks which are the most viral or the most famous shloks of Bhagavad Gita. So I'll just go through that as well for you guys. This is the shlok.
Nayanam chindanti shastrani, nayanam dehati pavakah, na chayanam kledayantyapo, na shoshayati marutaham.
So this is the Sanskrit. This one will be the Hindi.
इस आत्मा को न तो शस्त्र काट सकते हैं, न अग्नि जला सकती है, न जल इसे गीला कर सकता है और न वायु इसे सुखा सकती है.
So this will be the English one.
The soul can never be cut by weapons, nor burned by fire, nor wetted by water, nor dried by the wind.
So this will be the explanation of the shlok.
The soul is eternal and indestructible. In this verse, Lord Krishna assures Arjuna that the soul, Atman, is beyond destruction. While the physical body perishes, the soul remains untouched by external forces. Beyond material elements, the soul is not affected by the four major physical elements. Weapons, Shastra, cannot cut the soul. Fire, Pavaka, cannot burn the soul. Water, Apo, cannot wet the soul. Air, Maruta, cannot dry the soul. This signifies that the soul does not belong to the material world and is beyond physical destruction. Encouragement to Arjuna. Krishna explains this to remove Arjuna's fear of death. Since the soul is immortal, Arjuna should not grieve for the loss of the body, but instead focus on his duty, dharma, as a warrior. Message for everyone. This verse teaches that we are not just the body, but an eternal soul. Fear, sorrow, and attachments arise when we identify with the body, but true wisdom lies in realizing our spiritual nature.
Okay, so this was the shlok. So now we'll just go back to the chapter, and now we'll just go on the search bar. So here are also some images, so you can just go through that as well. Now this is the search bar, so you can search any chapter, any shlok in any language. Like I'll just give Hindi to this and just click on verse, so you'll just get that translation. So now we'll just work with it. 5th chapter, shlok number 20 I want in English. So now get towards. So this is chapter 5th, shlok number 20. Now we'll just give 17th chapter, 3rd shlok in Sanskrit. So this will just give chapter 17th shlok, 3rd in Sanskrit. Okay, so now we'll just go with the quiz. So there is a quiz as well in this website, so you can just select the chapter of which you are thinking you are well prepared and can attempt the quiz of. So I will just choose chapter 4 for the time being. Now you can just answer the question. I'm just taking a random guess. So I'll check the answer, and that's the correct answer. So now I'll just solve each and every question. By the way, there are 20 in each chapter. There are 10 questions, so the correct answer was B, sorry. And then you can just submit it and just get your score. So I just got 1 out of 2 correct. So now there are login and sign up other than the website, other than these all features in the website. So we'll just go with the sign up. So we'll just take a name, Ananya 90. So we'll just give the mail Shukla. Okay, Shukla 90@gmail.com with the password of your choice, and we'll just sign up. So we have successfully signed up actually. So now we can explore the page again. So we can just validate it as well. Like I have already used this username, so if I'll use it again, so our code will just, the website will just give a alert message. So the username has already been taken, please choose another one. And same goes with the email. I'll just show it to you. I'll just use this with the 8, and then I'll just use a email which has already been used. Now Ananya as password, and again as a password, and sign up. So email already exists, is the alert that came right now. So the same thing comes if the password is incorrect as well. So I'll just change this, and if I have written Ananya over here and just randomly wrote anything over here, so now I'll sign up, and then that will just give an alert that password and confirm password doesn't match. So that's the validation of the code for sign up. Now we'll just go on login page and just log in our details. So this is already there. So now I'll just put the password and we'll just get logged in. No, okay, the user has not found. No worries. We'll just log in. There is no problem in that. I'll just remember the password right now. Okay, sign up. Okay, but there nothing, sorry. So I'll just use Ananya Shukla 12 here, and then I'll just do the same 12 over here and write the password, and write the password, and then sign up. Okay, so we have successfully signed in. Now we'll just log in through the same credentials. Ananya Shukla 12. So the password was Ananya. So yeah, okay, there is an error I guess coming again and again. We need to fix that. Wait for a second. Wait, I know that I have signed in by this. So now we'll enter the password. So you have logged in. Okay, so now you can log out as well the same way. So you have successfully logged out. Now you can just go back to login page and log in yourself again with the credentials. So this was the front end of the project. Now I'll just go through the back end for you guys. I have used XAMPP for that. So we first have to start the Apache and then MySQL. Actually it is running right now because I was just going through the project just before the video. So now I'll just go to the database. Now this is the database which I've created for my project named Bhagavad Gita. Wait, it's just loading. Bhagavad Gita. Now I'll just wait for a second, it's just loading. Now I have just created 3 tables in this database. The verse one just contains the chapter number, verse number, and then Sanskrit, Hindi and English sloks. So just go through this. 500. Now you can just go through it. Chapter number 1 shloks are there, then chapter number 2 as well. This is the table for verses. Now I'll just show you the users table. This is the users table which has all the username, email and password that has already signed up. Now we just have one more table which is named quiz questions, which has chapter wise quiz questions, options and then to the correct answer as well. So we have 10 questions per chapter. So I'll just go through it for you guys. Okay, so chapter number 5, 6, 7, you can just go through the chapter number over here. Now this was the back database. Now we'll connect this database to the back end of the code. No, the front end of the code. I have used PHP, so here are the files of PHP through which I have connected. This is the db_connect.php file through which I have connected the database to the front end. Now I'll just show you the get verses.php file through which we have just dynamically fetch the codes, the verses, and just go through it. Here we are allowed to choose the language by ourselves, Sanskrit, Hindi or English, any of your choice. Then we have same for questions in the quiz, through which you can just select any option and it would be just cross-checked with the correct answer. Then and the cross-check one part is of this check answer.php file. You can just go through this as well. Then we have login.php as well for logging in, and signup.php. So in login we have just checked the validation for if the username does not exist, so you have to sign up first, and if the password is incorrect then you have to enter the password again. Then for the sign up one we just check the username if it already exists or not. If it already exists then you have to change the username that you want. Then for the mail the same thing you have to do. If the mail already exists then you have to change it, as I have shown you in the previous part of the video. Now this is the password one, and if the password and the confirm password doesn't matches, so you have to again enter the password. Yeah, and that's it for the video. I hope you like it.